weather forecasts is that they're right too often for us to ignore and wrong too often for us to rely on. The rain's starting to ease up. Half the seats are filled. I think that's as good as it's going to get. I'm paired in the box today with Matthew Richardson. What a pleasure.
Thanks, Dennis. How I've been looking forward to this game all week.
Just 5 minutes to go. Collingwood making their way onto the ground to the tune of the club song.
Side by side they stick together to uphold the Magpie's name. See the barricades.
Just 5 minutes to go. Goes on in full confidence. They're looking sharp and the crowd are appreciating it. Just 5 minutes to go. Round 21. These lineups look very strong and both teams look fired up and set to go. Okay, and here we go.
To be prepared is half the victory in footy. Let's see who has come to this game with the right mindset.
Studley got the hit out. Blair kicks it out of congestion. Rioli takes an uncontested mark. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. Takes it well. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal in the side. He chooses to play on. Gets boot to leather. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. Opportunity for Lacroix. Going for goal number 1. Has it got the carry? A goal for the Eagles. That's his first. Lacroix for the first goal. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Claimed by Studley. Gaff with the ball. Heads up the corridor. McGovern looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one.
McGovern has to stay committed. Then with a little bit of guts and determination, he should make something of his career. He lays off the pass. Sheed heading in now.
Sheed manages to sneak it through. A good start to the game for the Eagles. All is in readiness. Knocks it down in front. Gains possession. Grundy gets it out of the crowd. Yeo marks. Jams it on the boot. Wins the hardball. Blair opts to play on. Just 4 minutes to go. Moves it quickly by hand. McKenna boots it. That play is as high-tech as a campfire. Rioli going for number 1. Kennedy alone for the uncontested mark. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. Going for goal number 1. Goal for Kennedy. The Eagles have scored the last 3 goals. The Magpies need to be careful not to let this one run away from them. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Studley with the mighty fist. Gaff comes away with the ball. Handballs to the running man. Bumps the pigskin. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. Studley marks it.
West Coast haven't taken many inside 50 forward marks, and their ability to nail goals on the run is what's keeping them in front of the Magpies. Hogan lining up with the goals. He opts to play on. He slams that on the boot. Studley takes the uncontested mark.
Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. Going for goal number 1. It's in the air. Perfect kick. Studley getting his first right there. The Eagles have scored the last 4 goals. Collingwood not doing so well at this stage. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Studley taps. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Gets the ball out of heavy traffic. What did they used to say at school? Butterfingers lets it drop. The ball being picked up before it makes its target. Shuey approaching home now. Hogan looking like a Manchester United player. He's got the football now. Interception. Going for goal number 1. Hogan just manages to sink it. The Magpies will have to start putting in some effort if they want a chance in this game. Umpire has the ball. Studley nicely outclassing Grundy. Dale kicks. Low spearing kick. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark.
It's clear that the Eagles have been practicing their marks during the week. They've racked up plenty of catches, contested or not, and it's showing on the scoreboard. Sinclair kicks it. Lecrae with the ball. He gets boot to the ball. He intercepts the ball on the bounce.
Head down now as he goes in for the goal. Lecrae manages to sneak it through, and that puts them further in front. West Coast by 6 goals. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Studley aims for his man on the ground. McKenna kicks it. Nice mark under pressure. Kicks it. Lecrae marks it. Penetrating hand pass. Gaff with a perfect drop punt. Strong mark by Sheen. Richo, do you rate him for this kick?
I reckon he may struggle from here, Dennis.
Sheen taking a chance at goal. Sheen just gets it through. That's number 2. West Coast by 7 goals. All is in readiness. Claimed by Studley. He gets his hands on the footy, gains possession. Yeo takes it. Jams it on the boot. A mark by Shuey.
West Coast are gaining a lot of the advantage through some smart kicks and even better marks inside their forward 50. Concentrating hard as he lines up the goal. Studley goes for goal. It's on its way. Got the distance and the accuracy. West Coast lead Collingwood.
A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Studley wins the tap. Terrible timing by Grundy. The ball is on the ground and it's picked up by Kennedy. He's out of room and he has to cross the boundary. The umpire will launch it in from the boundary. The ball is in the air. Grundy timing terrible. He's leaving his messages before the beat. Takes it well. Kennedy setting his sights on the goals. 25 metres out. Kennedy pulls the trigger with the ball sailing for goal. West Coast by 9 goals.
Kennedy's the man to go to. He thrives on pressure. Give him the ball and he just does the rest.
A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Grundy without a touch. The clearance by Studley. Kicked by Ainsworth. Picked up by Rioli. He's got the footy in his hands. To be generous, you'd say he was just wide of the mark with that shot. West Coast lead the Magpies by 55. Aish will take his time. He doesn't want to see it turn over and come back straight over his head. Aish kicks hard along the boundary line. Unfortunately, placed ball finds its way into the opposition's grasp. West Coast over the Magpies by 56. Aish assesses his options now. He's just trying to find a loose man in the defensive 50. Gets boot to leather. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark.
Barco is just an absolute superstar when it comes to marking. The mark will be paid. Shuey decides to play on. Studley gets the footy. It's a mark, concentrating hard as he lines up the goal.
The ball is hammered towards goal by Rioli. Goal. When he's on song, he sings a very good song. Rioli with his first. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Guided by Studley. Let's go to Richo now and take a look at the stats.
The marking skill of West Coast has proved advantageous on the stats board, racking up 23 marks. West Coast have a really commanding lead in the possession count, with possession at 78% to 22%.
Thanks for sharing that with us, Richo.
Going. Everybody gets better if they keep at it.
Just 5 minutes to go with the ball now. He's really a ball magnet.
Play on.
Studley going for number 3. He kicks it gun barrel straight. This kick has extended their lead. That's 10 in a row for the Eagles. West Coast by 68. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Cruz with the tap. Blair has the ball. He boots it from the pack. Studley with the mark. Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. A long way out. He wants to play on. Gets boot to high. A good mark under the circumstances. Over the top of the pack. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. Rioli aiming for the goals. Fantastic goal by Rioli. A second goal in the bag. West Coast lead the Magpies. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Bruce with the hit. Shuey with the hand pass. Studley intercepts the bouncing ball. I guess it was worth a go. Hands it out to open space. Head down now as he goes in for the goal. The Eagles lead Collingwood by
Lacroix. He's just so gifted. Either side of the body, he's a champion.
He'll kick. It's not a bad sort of a kick either. It's a goal. Lacroix happy. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Bruce thumps it forward. Takes control of the bouncing ball. Finding the running player. McKenna with a clinical drop pass.
White doesn't even break stride when gathering the loose ball. Just clean hands. Passes by hand. That's a very bad kick. Out on the full.
Out on the full.
He's kicked that straight into the confectionery stand. Out on the full. Marks.
Mark.
Sinclair kicks it. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Varker slams it on the boot. Over the top of the pack. Kicks. A mark by Bainsworth. And the mark will be paid. Kennedy getting into position for the kick. 35 metres out. 35 metres out. Not the easiest of angles, this one. He's taking the shot from about 30 degrees. Nice goal from Kennedy. That's his third. He's doing his job out here. And they stretch out their lead.
Kennedy has his feet firmly on the ground and he's just a great leader around the club.
The kick is about as straight as a shopping trolley, and it's a goal. Kennedy loves that. The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Bruce with the first touch. He handballs it. Studley starts in, his shadow beside him. Where else would it be? The defenders. The Eagles in front. Only 3 minutes remaining.
Aish has a deadly kick. He can pinpoint his man almost every time. Rioli marks the ball. Rioli shoots for goal. Rioli, you beauty. The Eagles lead.
And that goal is right off the top shelf for him. Look at him. He really enjoyed that one. All is in readiness. Bruce decisively. Ball up in the centre square. Bruce taps it. Scoops up the ball. Gets boot to high. Wellingham takes advantage. Pendlebury running in. Out on the full.
Out on the full.
Free kick to Collingwood. Bruce comes off like a dinosaur enjoying climate change. Duggan slams it on the boot. He's no oil painting, but look at him climbing the pack like a pop-up toaster. Dale with the ball. He just can't get out of the action. Boots it. Nice work from Studley. He'll need his Saturday or Sunday best from here. An ideal position to be kicking from. Studley thumps the ball for goal. That was a huge kick. Malcolm Blight would be happy with that one. He's kicked 4 and he looks like he's not done scoring yet.
Studley can be forced onto any side and he's still just as competent.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Big leap. He gains possession, goes short with a hand pass. Head down now as he goes in for the goal. The mark is taken by Kennedy. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Looking for another goal here. Has it got the carry? The Eagles with the advantage as they lead Collingwood 105-0. Studley with the mighty fist sends it on its way. A great effort. Kennedy with a chance if he keeps a cool head. Gets the distance. He's kicked 4 and he looks like he's not done scoring yet. West Coast leads by 111. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Studley with the mighty fist. Shuey manages to get the handball out of the pack. Sends the ball out into space. Studley feeds it wide. Takes the mark all by himself. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. Ainsworth on the borderline of his range. And he's kicking on a 30-degree angle. This could prove difficult for him. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Kennedy hand passes to space and hopes for the best. Having a big day going for goal number 4. The Eagles lead Collingwood by 117.
West Coast has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they are just running rings around. Collingwood, they aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Cleared by Studley. The ball in the hands of Dale. He's got the football now. He's running hot, Richard.
He seems to always be in the contest, Dennis.
Shuey claims the ball.
Shuey's got a huge jump on him. Grundy will get the free. He slams that on the boot. Shuey takes the mark. He slams that on the boot.
Hits the running man. He seems to have the ball on a string, Richard.
Yes, he's had it again, Dennis. He just seems to be everywhere tonight.
Studley whacks one on the boot for goal. It's like giving a bazooka to Mr. Bean. He puts it out of bounds on the full. Bumps the pigskin. Stuck the mitts out and hold on to it. He's looking to add another. The Eagles get the scoreboard ticking over with that goal. The Eagles with the ascendancy over Collingwood, leading the match 123-0.
Rioli can be kept quiet for 3 quarters and he still walks away with a bag of goals. You can't turn your back on him for one moment.
Studley decisively. Shuey with the pass. Puts boots a ball. Takes it well.
When the forwards are marking the ball so cleanly inside 50 like they are now, it must give the Eagles a lot of confidence, especially when the pressure is on.
Choose to kick it. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. Almost a peg. Well, you've kicked a few in your time. Do you give him much of a chance from here, Richard?
I reckon he may struggle from here, Dennis.
Lecrac saying a little prayer. The Eagles fight 124.
He's got all the makings required to become a great servant of this football club. I reckon he could become a 200-game player. He clears the ball. Lecrac with the football.
Holding the
He's
ball.
caught with the ball. Sinclair boots it. He gets Gaff lining up with the goals.
A risky proposition from here. He'll need a big kick to make the goals. Let's see with the stats how both teams perform.
The Magpies doing poorly on the scoreboard and have the stats to prove it.
Thanks for that, Richo. Well, I hope you enjoyed that first half. Back soon with half number 2. Finally, the third term begins.
How you respond to the challenge in the second half will determine what you become after the game, whether you're a loser or a winner.
Studley receives the ball. He seems to have the ball on a string, Richo.
You're right, Dennis. I've just about run out of things to say about his performance. I'm just going to watch and enjoy this display.
In another possession. West Coast past 130. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Studley is a class above. I expect he'll continue to dominate Grundy. Gains possession. Cuts towards the middle. He misses the mark. Right now he looks like a man in a darkened room trying to discover where all the furniture is. Ainsworth runs past and gets the ball, and the mark will be paid. He's done a Lady Gaga. He kept everyone guessing. Side bottom kicks. Great grab.
Cole, he's not the biggest threat on the field, but he can make his opponent accountable, and he requires a watchful eye at times. Dale really forced to earn that mark. Puts boot to ball. He claims the ball. McGovern choosing to play on. Just wasn't able to grab it cleanly. Studley boots it. A good contested mark there.
Richo, you followed his career for a while. Could he kick this?
He's paid to kick these, Dennis.
40 metres out. That ball's travelling. Chalked up a goal for West Coast. This one gives them an even bigger lead. The Eagles lead the Magpies. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Knocks it down in front. Is in his possession. Studley runs past and gets the ball. Nicely intercepted by Dunn. Heads up the corridor. Takes that one strongly. A lovely drop punt. Over the top of the pack. Shuey passes it. Blair gains possession. Gets the ball out of heavy traffic. Studley wins the marking contest.
Studley's just ridiculously consistent. I'd like to see a clanger from him for a change. When coaches have someone like him in the lineup, they can just sleep a lot easier knowing how reliable he is. Kennedy goes for home. A goal took the Eagles.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Good tap from Studley. Takes possession. Jams it on the boot now. Marked by Jetta. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. Sends the Sharon on its way. Hogan got under it. Lining up the goal now. Jams it on the boot now. Marks. Studley with a chance if he keeps a cool head. Shuey gets the ball. Not a very good kick. The goal eludes him. Just wide of the target. West Coast beginning to apply their supremacy on the scoreboard with a lead of 143-0. Jeddick got under it. He wants to play on. Jeddick shoots for goal. Kick that straight into the behind post. Out on the full. Aish trimming the grass with that kick. Rioli taking aim. The Eagles get a goal. 7 goals now. That's hard to do. Rioli increases the lead. The ruckmen steel themselves before the bounce. Studley hits it. Ainsworth comes away with the ball. He gets his hands on the footy. Wells is caught in for holding the ball. Wells sends the ball on its way. Ainsworth takes it well. A short handball. Boots it. Nice work from Hogan.
West Coast were dominating in the air and the scoreboard reflects it. She, with beautiful hands above the head, he really is a great target to kick to. He gets boot to the ball.
Gaff running in, about to kick. Look at that. He's put it through. Gaff getting his first. This kick puts them further into the lead. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Grundy not even close to getting a hit out. He might have to take a leap out of the Karate Kid and sweep the knee, and the mark will be paid. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Kennedy taking a chance at goal. That's a very well executed goal. That is number 6. He's a goal-kicking machine. The pressure continues to mount with that goal from Kennedy. The ruckman conscious of where their teammates are. They wait for the bounce.
The Eagles have just been really well organised and courageous in the centre, and that's why they've been winning the ball. Kennedy with a strong mark. That's an elite skill handballing when being tackled. The goal for West Coast. West Coast are in front.
Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. Studley outstretches his opponent to win the ruck. Quick kick out of the pack by Bainsworth. Kick by Hogan. She. Lining up. A risky proposition from here. He'll need a big kick to make the goal. 35 metres out. He's on a 30-degree angle. Kennedy shoots for goal. Is it high enough, long enough, straight enough? The Eagles lead Collingwood by 173. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Good tap from Hogan is in his possession. Dealt with a kick out of the pack. Mark. A free kick paid for some off-ball trouble. White puts it on the boot. Marked by Dale. He chooses to play on. Didn't middle that kick, did he, Richard?
That's just a waste of a kick there.
Kicks it. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Jeddah has had plenty of it, Richo.
Yes, super work from him in this match, Dennis. Jeddah can be kept quiet for 3 quarters and he still walks away with a bag of goals. You can't turn your back on him for one moment.
Grundy timing terrible. He's leaving his messages before the beat. Marks perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. Studley looking to add another. What a match he's having. And the risk pays off. Goal. Studley getting goal number 5. The Eagles leads by 185.
Studley has an amazing leg on him. He can kick the ball further than you can see.
The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Grundy not even close to getting a hit out. He might have to take a leap out of the Karate Kid and sweep the knee. Sinclair controls it. Dale kicks it from the pack. And the ball goes over the boundary line, close to goal. The siren will sound soon for 3/4 time. Bruce with the mighty fist. He's been outstanding, going for goal number 8 right here. The Eagles in front. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Grundy not even close to getting a hit out. He might have to take a leap out of the Karate Kid and sweep the lead. This pays off. Goal. The Eagles leads by 197. Let's go to Richo now and take a look at the stats.
The Magpies just poor in every facet at the moment.
Thank you very much, Richo. First 3 quarters now.
The game isn't over till it's over.
Studley gets onto the ball. He's got the footy in his hands. They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handed it over. Shuey with the pickup. She hand passes the ball to the runner going past. Kicks it across the ground. Rioli claims it. That's when the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Just fell through. That is number 9. It looks like West Coast had this one in the bag. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Studley with the mighty fist. Shuey with the handball out of the pack. Jams it on the boot now. Hogan grabs that one. Hogan feeds it wide. He sneaks away for an uncontested mark. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. 65 metres out. A long way out. He's got the football now. Jams it on the boot. Simply outplayed the opposition there. He steadies now in front of goal. Kennedy whacks one on the boot for goal. West Coast add one to their tally. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game.
Kennedy is an incredible straight shooter. No angle seems too sharp for him. Pushing him out wide really doesn't increase his chances of missing. In fact, I think he likes the challenge.
Just 4 minutes to go. Big thump from Studley. The bouncing ball is controlled. Mark. What with a low spearing kick. Cole feeds it wide. Yeo grab. He plays on. Yeo holding the ball as he's collected by Wells. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. A long way out. Didn't middle that kick, did he, Richo?
That's just a waste of a kick there. When the forwards are marking the ball so cleanly inside 50 like they are now, it must give West Coast a lot of confidence, especially when the pressure is on. He hand passes it. Done. With the kick. Strong mark there. Grundy puts his boot on it. McGovern claims the ball. Puts boot to ball.
She has it. He decides to play on. Spears a low ball. What grabs that one? Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. 40 metres from home. Going for goal number 1. He holds his breath. The goal for the Eagles. That could be the final nail in the coffin. Well, that's what we've come to expect from him. Fantastic goal. Bruce gets the tap. Booted by Dale. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it.
Well, West Coast have managed to rack up a big number of marks. It's easy to see why they're leading this match. He heads into home. That's a nice, strong mark. Rioli takes possession. Goal for the Eagles.
That could be the final nail in the coffin. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Studley guides it. Ainsworth collects it. He gets a kick out of the pack. Marks. Blair with a chance if he keeps a cool head. Sends the Sharon on its way. Marks. Wood is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal on the side. McKenna going for number 1. What a great goal by McKenna. And they stretch out their lead. West Coast are in control of this game. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Punch by Studley. The ball in the hands of Shuey. Great mark under pressure. Kicked by Watts. Hogan got under it. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. 65 metres out. Studley has a head which is much better than his feet. If only he had 3 heads, one on each leg. Sinclair with the kick. She marks. She slams one on the boot for goal. The Eagles get a goal. She gets his third. This kick has extended their lead. Like a banana through a letterbox. What a wonderful goal. His teammates rush over. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash.
Studley has so much potential, he could just be anything. Hogan gains possession. His run-up looks promising. Studley kicks it straight through the big sticks. The Eagles have the edge over Collingwood in this match.
Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Studley really gets onto this one. Handball short. Approaching the goals now. Studley kicks for goal. The huge kick makes it to the goals. West Coast are nailing the coffin shut. The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. Guided down nicely by Studley. Dealt with a perfect drop punt. Taken. Duggan plays off. Jams it on the boot now. McGovern gets it on the bounce. Bumps the pigskin. What marks? A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. What takes a shot at goal? West Coast beginning to apply their supremacy on the scoreboard with a lead of 246-0.
Hey, he's a smart guy, but he's got to keep a cooler head so he can make the right decisions more often. Gaff lining up with the goals. Gaff kicks for goal. It's going. If that was basketball, you'd call that from downtown.
I'll put a cork in that goal. That's vintage stuff. And I bet he'll only get better with time. Cap is relieved to see that one go through. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Punch by Eo. He has the ball. Quick kick out of the pack by Fasola. Douglas marks it. He plays on now. Choose to kick it. Takes it well. Ainsworth puts it on the boot. Taken by Dale.
The Eagles are doing a really good job at finding the free man inside 50. I suspect that's why they're leading the match. McGovern shoots for goal. If that was basketball, you'd call that from downtown. West Coast are in front.
A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Yeo guides it. The ball in the hands of Dale. Chips it down towards half forward. Intercepted by Listen, here's the thing. This game was over before it began, and I don't think there's anything further I can add, but we'll spend right on this outcome. Very one-sided. Would Joe, any last minute thoughts?
The Eagles established their dominance early and never looked like losing.
West Coast could beat Collingwood too, 58 to nothing. That's all from us. Thanks for joining us, and thank you, Richard. See you again next game.
It's been a pleasure, Dennis. We'll catch you next time.
We're flying high.